Hello, welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm your host, Francy Hall, and I am joined today by Kris Busse, who is introducing a new employee for the city, GIS Coordinator, Rubin Seifert. And we want you to know, too, that if you've got ideas for future segments, people you want to see or topics you want to hear about, let us know. You can let us know on Facebook or give us a call or email us. We're really glad that you joined us today. And we're gonna hear from our guests in a moment. First, we're gonna hear a word from our sponsors. Stick with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Welcome back, and welcome to you, Kris.
Thank you.
And to you, Rubin. Nice
you.
to meet you. And now we're gonna let the public meet you too for the first time. That's why you're here today, Kris, right?
That is why I'm here. Well, you know, the city, we haven't been able to add employees for a long time coming out of the recession. You know, we've in fact shed employees, but now we're at a point where we can look at adding much needed people in very critical areas, and this is one of those positions. We've added a GIS coordinator, and this will help the city, you know, upgrade our services. I mean, and I'll let Rubin talk more about that. It's just another way to use technology to make us more efficient, give more information, help many departments from Park and Rec to police department, fire department, in addition to the more traditional public works kind of applications. So we're very excited to be able to take advantage of this technology.
And so what is this mysterious GIS that we are going to be talking about?
Well, GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems, and essentially is, and hopefully not stealing too much of Rubin's thunder, but it's taking information in a map form and putting different layers. Different layers have different pieces of information. For example, locations of stop signs and trees and sewer pipes and water mains and different things are put in a map. And then, you know, it's good for record keeping. It's good for, you know, utilizing in terms of inventory and tracking things. So there's just a whole host of applications here.
Well, let's meet this wonderful GIS coordinator is your title, right? And this is I think you said this is a brand new position.
Oh, yes, exactly. So Rubin's kind of helping us build our system from the ground up. And quite honestly, we're a little behind. Many cities have GIS departments and multiple employees, so we're just starting in now. And so it's kind of a unique opportunity for Rubin, and we're so excited to have him with us. He's very experienced and has just got a great background for us.
Wonderful. And so, yeah, Rubin, what is your background? What experience do you bring to this?
Well, I got introduced to GIS at the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire, geography major. Once I was done at Eau Claire, I went to St. Mary's University in Winona, resource analysis, master's degree. So I used GIS with a GIS emphasis. I used GIS throughout my whole schooling there. I also have worked for the city of Faribault for 8 years before coming here.
In doing the
Doing GIS.
geographic information
Yep.
system, which is it sounds like a computerized, it's a technology-based.
Yeah, it's a system, a software, hardware to collect data, maintain it, manage it, use it in an analysis, collect spatial data, geographic locational data.
Okay, so like when we think about geography, we think about topography and maps and all that, and so that's kind of what you're doing. But what exactly does the city? I mean, you talked about layers. What is this going to mean for the city? What is it that you're going to be doing, and how's it going to benefit the city?
Well, first is to help just departments across the city just kind of increase workflow or manage their workflow better, just by, for example, with Public Works being able to locate their sanitary manholes or sanitary mains, their storm infrastructure, just by hopefully in the future having online maps and apps where they'll be able to use phones, tablets, computers, be able to access the information right in the field or in the office as far as plans, size of mains, things like that. Also historical records on when it was built or any maintenance that's something to start. But then there's other aspects, for example, getting into the parks area, providing a service to the public, to everyone with parks, trails, and amenities, just being able to search different information. You can find the nearest parks or find the nearest playgrounds, things like that.
So it's kind of like the way we use, like on my phone, I've got my GPS, my Google Maps or whatever. So if I'm working for the city and I want to know where the water mains are, I can type something in at some point and be able to pull that up and know where to find.
The water mains are maintained by OPU, but that's another part of it is we're collaborating with OPU to share data and kind of get all on the same page as far as our maps and apps.
Okay, maps and apps.
In the future, yes.
Well, and just the fact that our employees could access this data in the field, let's say we have our guys out on a job and then a call comes in, hey, can you take a look at this area? And then, maybe there's a problem with a manhole or whatever, and so they can take their tablet out and know, okay, that was put in 1947 or 2010 or whatever it is. And so, otherwise they'd have to go back to the office, look it up. It helps them be more efficient and effective.
So real time, they can say, I'm here and this is what I'm looking at and this is why this is probably a problem.
Yeah.
And things like electrical stuff too. What are some of the things that the city is going to be mapping in addition to trails and the topography of things?
Land use, zoning, some other things to help in the development area. There's, the city facilities, streets, getting a historical, a street layer where they're able to find the same types of information, create a maintenance or log of when things were constructed, overlaid.
So you can look at this map at some point and say, these streets were, paved over and fixed
these are
on
critical
this date,
areas.
and these are the ones that need work.
Yep.
And,
That's a primary goal too of Kyle Scov is to get a pavement maintenance program running where you're able to find those streets that need it according to the conditional rating. So that's all part of the GIS system.
See, a pavement management system is a way to evaluate all of the pavement within the city and what level it's at. And then you give it a rating. And then, through GIS, we can explain to the public and to the council, where this particular street is at, where it is in the schedule to be replaced, what's the percentage of streets within the community that are below this rating or above this rating. It gives you, it's just great information, you can use it for budget and for capital projects planning. It's just, there's so many applications. It's, you can just dream.
so useful to the city
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
guys can, plan and know, what has happened, what needs to happen, what the status or integrity of roads or buildings or, I don't know what we call them, the utilities
Yeah.
that you'll be working with and things like
And they
that.
can spatially show it in a map or online.
And then will the public also be able to look at that and say, okay, well, here's this whole map of the city and I can see what roads have been worked on and what did you call it, rating they have
Yeah, the
for
pavement management index. Yep.
the pavement management index.
Yes.
It's a whole
PMI.
new PMI, yeah.
Yeah. Like BMI, only PMI.
Okay. All right. And so what are you most excited about doing in this job,
Just
Rubin?
getting into it all and just managing it all, the data. I mean, right now I've been having fun just kind of looking what's there. There's a lot of, the city has a lot of information already, just a matter of centralizing it and getting it into one area and collaborating, like I said, with OPU.
And so is that information that you're looking at right now, is it already electronic? Because I'm assuming what we're talking about is electronic data.
Right.
And so, or are you going to have to transfer some of that into the...
It's electronic. It's in different forms. It's in GIS form shape files, and that's just the type of file. But it's also in AutoCAD information. But then there's also scan maps of information, scan plan sheets and scan maps. So PDF.
So are you going to be somehow converting that
Converting all of it,
information
merging
into
it all,
GIS?
yep, or merging it all into kind of one centralized data
Wow, that
database.
sounds like a lot.
It is a huge job.
A
Yeah.
huge amount of data and a lot
Right.
of work to do.
Yeah, there is, because we have old maps and we have some new and some in the format that he needs, but he's going to have to take that and organize that in such a way that it can be best utilized by himself and other departments as well. So there's a lot to be done.
And all the departments, let's talk about the departments that are going to be benefiting from this and utilizing this
Sure.
GIS technology and the GIS Coordinator.
Well, hopefully, eventually, everybody will be able to benefit from it. And initially, we're starting off with Public Works and Engineering. That's where the greatest need is right now. But in the future, Park and Rec, Fire Department, getting fire, city maps, grid maps, things like that to them. The Police Department, crime mapping,
Okay.
things like that.
So there's just a whole lot of ways that,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
the
yeah.
city is going to
Yeah.
benefit
Yeah.
from this. This is really cool.
It's very exciting.
Well, wonderful. It's really exciting to learn about GIS, folks.
It is.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Kris,
bet.
and very nice to meet you, and thank you for joining
Thank
us,
you.
Rubin. We appreciate it. Welcome to Owatonna. You are living in Ellendale?
I'm living in Ellendale,
okay,
yeah,
so you're,
just
you're in
outside.
Steele County.
Yeah.
Well, great. This is really wonderful. Please stick with us. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Christine Johnson, and I play Annie Bonnie.
And I'm Ron Hager, and I play Long John Silver in LTO's current production of Treasure Island, directed by John Terrell and sponsored by Federated Insurance.
Performances of Treasure Island will be held Friday and Saturday, April 17th and 18th at 7:30, with a matinee on Sunday, April 19th at 2 p.m.
And again the following Thursday through Saturday, April 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheaterofowatonna.org.
Don't miss LTO's production of Treasure Island. And if you miss it, I'll make you walk the plank.
You better get there, matey!
When using a fire extinguisher, we suggest using the pass system. Pull the pin at the top of the extinguisher that keeps the handle from being accidentally pressed. Aim the nozzle toward the base of the fire. Squeeze the handle to discharge the extinguisher. If you release the handle, the discharge will stop. Sweep the nozzle back and forth at the base of the fire. After the fire appears to be out, watch it carefully since it may reignite. If you have the slightest doubt about whether or not to fight the fire, get out and close the door behind you. This has been a safety message from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, I'm Ron Clancher with Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete. We support the Owatonna Today Show, and so should you.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty. And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna. And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. I am joined now by Brad Dushaw, who is the Recreation Supervisor for the City of Owatonna. And Brad, people probably know you because you've been on the show before, but you know what? Some folks may not. And so, and I've met you once before, I think. So let's learn a little bit about you.
Well,
what is it that you do?
I've been with the city for about just over a year now. I think in March it was just a year. But prior to that, I was with the city as an intern back in 2012. I interned with the Parks and Rec Department for 4 months or so. So I'm a graduate of Minnesota State, Mankato. I'm not a native of Owatonna, but I really enjoy it working for the city. And
do you live in Owatonna now?
I do not currently.
Oh, oops.
So, yeah. I make the commute over from Mankato currently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So, but I've enjoyed being with the city. It's been great, and I mean, I think they've got a lot to offer, and it's been good. So.
Okay, so you started out as an intern. You moved into being the supervisor for some recreation programs, and
so currently I'm the recreation supervisor for the Parks and Rec Department. I do assist with a couple other facilities, the fitness center and then the water park. During the summertime, we do a lot of the staffing and programming and general operation of it. But mainly, my focus right now has been at the SeniorPlace, where I do a lot of the programming, the daily activities that we have going on there, and just kind of, like I said, the daily operations. So initially, it's an overseeing of multiple facilities that we have that is ran through the city. So
wonderful. And so, since, as you said, SeniorPlace is kind of a focus right now, what can you share with us about SeniorPlace right now?
Well,
What's coming up?
Just to kind of start off, just to talk about our membership a little bit. For those that don't really know what we have to offer, I mean, just becoming a member, our membership is ran January through December. So it's a yearly membership, a great price that's on it. You have full access to the facility, the daily activities that we have that are going on. If it's card group, it's exercise classes that we have going on. And then you become part of our partnership program. So we've partnered with over 30 businesses in town to offer services and goods to our members. So simply, if you have a membership card, you go into, for instance, I'll give you an example of Hy-Vee. They get $5 off if you spend $50 at Hy-Vee. You show them your membership card, and you get that $5 off. And I think sometimes what people don't know is that partnership program helps pay pretty much for your membership. It pays for it right there. So that's one great incentive that we do have that we've done with some of the businesses in town. So.
That does sound good. I mean, 10% off right off the bat. Yeah. What is the who can be a member, and how much does it cost?
It's for adults 50 and over. Right now it's $37.58 for a yearly membership.
That's very specific. $37.58.
Yeah, it's the tax. The tax is included.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a great price for a yearly membership. I think
absolutely
for all that you get, kind of you can take advantage of, especially with. Sometimes free programming, if not discounted programs for trips or different programs we have, or for like our exercise classes and things like that.
What kind of trips and what kind of exercise classes?
So just right now that we have for a few speakers that we have coming up or events, we do have Joan Ward from Homestead Hospice that's coming over. She's kind of doing a caregiver for people that take care of people that are ill. It's kind of a support group. She's doing that on May 7th and June 11th, so it's Thursdays at 10 a.m. that she does that. And some of the trips that we do have coming up too is Treasure Island Resort and Casino. We have a trip going over there on April 29th, and then we're going down to Harmony, Minnesota to visit the Amish tour. That's on May 9th, and then we're going up to St. Paul on June 11th to see the Wabasha Street Caves, and then it's a gangster tour as well. So you get to go through the caves, have lunch, and then they're going to take you on a tour of St. Paul and just kind of show you around of where some of the hideouts and where some of the mischief kind of happens.
Those sound really fun.
Some of the gangster tours and whatnot. So
if let's say I'm not 50 or better, I'm close, but I'm not quite 50 or better, can I participate in those?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We accept, there's non-member pricing, and then there's sometimes member pricing that we have for programs or trips. And we've kind of taken a little twist on things where we're trying to incorporate a lot of intergenerational program where grandparents can bring grandkids or parents and things like that. So we're getting the whole family out. You know, I think a lot of times those trips that people want to go on is they can kind of enjoy with the whole family instead of just their friend.
If you want to bring your grandkids on the Amish tour or something, how much would it cost to bring your grandkid?
For that one specifically? Or
well, I mean, just in general, if you're bringing...
Well, a lot of times for some of our trips to like the Minnesota Lynx or Twins games, we'll offer those for the children 18 and under the same price as the non-member. So, or for the member, I mean. Sorry, excuse me. So if you're not a member, you'd pay the non-member price. But if you had a grandkid that's coming, they'd pay the member price.
Oh, okay.
So for instance,
if you're a member and you're bringing someone 18 or younger, they get to pay the member price. Okay.
Yep.
The discounted price.
Discounted price. Yep. And I just wanted to hit on too some of our exercise classes that have kind of taken off too. That we offer Zumba, Tai Chi, yoga, and then Pilates as well. And I know our yoga class I think it's grown a lot. It's a great price. You can, as a member, you can get a package price of 12 classes for I think it's for $60. It's a great price. And then our Tai Chi and Zumba classes have taken quite a leap too. So
now, are those in any way geared towards the 50 and better crowd? Are they a little less strenuous? Or
yep, I would say so. I mean, it's kind of like a gentle yoga, you could call it. And you kind of go at your own pace too. For instance, our Pilates class, we have some people that are advanced and some people that are non-advanced, and the instructor kind of gears it towards the intermediate, where if you wanted to have a little bit lighter load, you could say, she would kind of back it off a little bit, or you kind of go at your own pace type deal. So.
Okay. Are those classes by online somewhere? If I wanted to learn when they're offered and all of that.
Absolutely. Our website is actually tied onto the city's website. So if you go onto the City Park and Rec website, you can go to the Owatonna SeniorPlace that has a list of all our programs, our trips, events that are going on.
Date, times, places, prices, and all of that.
All of that.
Okay. Yep. And again, as a non-member. Not 50 or better, but just shy of 50. I would pay the non-member price to participate in
typically it's
those
like
things.
$10 more. Typically it's $10 to $15 more of what the member would pay. So you're just paying a little bit extra.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Yep.
And so what else is coming up that you want to share with us?
I know on the on May 6th there is the Engage for Life event that we have coming up. We're not putting it on exactly, but the Steele County area senior group is putting it on. That's going to be at Trinity Lutheran Church. That's on May 6th, 9 to I think 11 or 12, I believe. So that's going to be a great event. It's formerly known as the Senior Caregiver Expo. So if anybody's coming to wants to come out and just look at different demonstrations, find out some more information on support groups that are happening here in town for seniors, that's a great opportunity.
Sure. So we had them on earlier in the week. And,
okay.
And so, but you guys will be there, and you'll be.
We'll have a booth. We'll have all of our information on programming and memberships as well. So
if somebody wanted to become a member at that event, like go there and go to your booth and become a member, can they do that right then and there?
We'll have membership forms there and everything. We can take care of you. So.
All right, great. Anything else you want to share? You have a whole
I have a whole list of stuff.
So
I'd also just want to mention too is look for our article in the OPP on Wednesdays. We have a full full page article on what's going on, what's happening at SeniorPlace or just outside of SeniorPlace. We do have a program, a paint and sip program that's happening at Brooktree. It's kind of for you that are looking to kind of go out of your boundaries a little bit. But so a paint and sip event on June 12th at Brooktree Golf Course. It's $50 for everybody. You get 2 beverages and an appetizer, and then you get to take home professional piece of art that you did
that
yourself.
you created.
Yep.
So this is one of those things where they go, okay,
Yep. So we're
actually, I
partnering.
did that. That's fun.
We're partnering with Cheers Pablo out of Burnsville. They're coming down. They're going to put on the event for us at Brooktree. So it should be
Cool.
great.
So you'll learn how to paint something.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So, and then also on Saturdays we're offering in May, on May 2nd, June 13th, and July 11th. We'll be offering a Saturday potluck and bingo. So you can bring your own dish, and then we're going to play some bingo till at 12:30.
Is there
so
a cash prize for the bingo?
There's typically some
rights?
bragging rights, and there's typically some gift cards that are given away as well. So
all right.
yeah.
Well, I think you've got a whole list of things here, but we are not going to get to them all. But that just means there's so much going on at SeniorPlace.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I think we've taken a turn, and we're trying to change some things up and do some different programming. So.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Brad, and explaining to us what's coming up. It sounds like some exciting stuff. I think I'm going to be wanting to get involved in some of those things. So
Absolutely.
Thank you very, very much. Looks like that's all the time we have for today. We'll be back in a moment with your closing and your community events.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Just want to keep you updated on some events that are coming up in the community. Once again, this is Saturday,
Hi,
April
I'm Jody
25th.
Boyson with the
We've
staff
got
at
the
Fairview.
Shriners Hospital for Children giving a complimentary screening for children with any bone, muscle, or joint conditions to receive free medical care from the Shriners Hospital. 9 a.m. to noon, April 25th, the Gainey Room in the Owatonna Public Library. We've got the Park Rec coming up on April 25th as well. The event is going to be held from 9 to 1 at the Four Seasons, free to the public, and their furry friends are welcome. Treats, groomers, vets, demonstrations, and other doggy stuff, all under one roof. Including dogs, which are available for adoption from the Steele County Humane Society. The same day, just after that event, same day, same place, Four Seasons 1 to 4 is the Munchkin Market. 6 to 15-year-olds will be selling their old toys, games, books, sporting goods, and more, so be sure that you stick around for that. We also have coming up May 2nd, we've got the Spay and Neuter Clinic. It's a low or no cost spay and neuter for pets as well as feral cats. Contact MN Snap at 612-720-8236 for that. We also want to just take some time and thank that our supporters, they help make this show possible and keep you connected to your community. Let's thank our premier supporters, please, and we hope that you will patronize these folks, go to their businesses. City of Owatonna, Express Employee Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities. These are our premier supporters. Our primary supporters are Amy Swain Hearing Center, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, Little Theater of Owatonna, the Owatonna Foundation, and our interlude supporters are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of Brick Meager Funeral Home, Carlson Brandstad & Co., CPAs, ERA Gillespie, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher & Sons Landscaping, Owatonna Business Incubator, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Inc. Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. We hope that you'll support these fine Owatonna businesses. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.